Cicero. In full, Marcus Tullius Cicero was a Roman statesman, lawyer, philosopher, and philosophical writer that tried to uphold republican principles in the last days of the Roman Republic. He is remembered in modern times as the greatest Roman orator and the innovator of what became known as Ciceronian rhetoric. Here are some of Cicero's most famous quotes. "The false is nothing but an imitation of the true." Politicians are not born, they are excreted. Never was a government that was not composed of liars, malefactors, and thieves. What society does to its children, so will its children do to society. Poor is the nation that has no heroes, but poorer still is the nation that, having heroes, fails to remember and honor them. Any man can make mistakes, but only an idiot persists in his error. A nation can survive its fools, even the ambitious, but it cannot survive treason from within, for the traitor appears not to be a traitor. He rots the soul of a nation. He infects the body politic so that it can no longer resist. To be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. For what is the worth of human life unless it is woven into the life of our ancestors by the records of history? More is lost by indecision than wrong decision. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. It will steal you blind. Within the character of the citizen lies the welfare of the nation. It is the peculiar quality of a fool to perceive the faults of others and to forget his own. It is not by muscle, speed, or physical dexterity that great things are achieved, but by reflection, force of character, and judgment. I have always been of the opinion that unpopularity earned by doing what is right is not unpopularity at all, but glory. If you wish to persuade me, you must think my thoughts, feel my feelings, and speak my words. Silence is one of the great arts of conversation. If you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. A room without books is like a body without a soul. In times of war, the law falls silent. If we are not ashamed to think it, we should not be ashamed to say it. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. The authority of those who teach is often an obstacle to those who want to learn. The life given us by nature is short, but the memory of a well-spent life is eternal. The shifts of fortune test the reliability of friends. To study philosophy is nothing but to prepare oneself to die. Your enemies can kill you, but only your friends can hurt you. A happy life consists in tranquility of mind. Law applied to its extreme is the greatest injustice. Cicero studied three of the main philosophical currents of his time: the Epicurean with Phaedrus, Stoicism with Diodotus, and the academic with Philo of Larissa. But Cicero called himself an academic. He preferred to be guided by probability rather than to allege certainty. In ethics, he was more inclined to dogmatism and was attracted by the Stoics. In religion, he was an agnostic most of his life. Here are some quotes that reflect his latest thinking. 6 mistakes mankind keeps making century after century. Believing that personal gain is made by crushing others. Worrying about things that cannot be changed or corrected. Insisting that a thing is impossible because we cannot accomplish it. Refusing to set aside trivial preferences. Neglecting development and refinement of the mind. Attempting to compel others to believe and live as we do. We don't practice generosity in order to secure gratitude, nor do we invest our gifts in the hope of a favorable return. Rather, it is nature that inclines us towards generosity. Just so, we don't seek friendship with an expectation of gain, but regard the feeling of love as its own reward. Nature herself has imprinted on the minds of all the idea of God. I prefer the most unfair peace to the most righteous war. Cicero had a violent end. Opposing Mark Antony's government, he was killed by Antony's men, and his hands, which had penned the Philippics against Antony, were cut off. Visit our channel to see more videos like this. Subscribe to our channel for more updates, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you absolutely loved the video.